Broadcast live.
Oh, this is
Hey!
we're live. This is cool. Welcome everyone to our first ever Dire Straits Ultimate Quiz. Hopefully, we're going to be having a little bit of fun with you guys this evening. Just for posterity, it's the 8th of April in 2020, and we're in the middle of a pandemic. And I don't mean the board game. It's an actual real pandemic. It's a thing that happened in the past. And that will only make sense if you're listening back to this and playing the quiz on a podcast or a YouTube channel in God knows how many years' time. So,
in the year 2049.
Indeed, yes, where we probably still won't have flying cars or Jaws 19. But tonight we're going to be playing the quiz for the first time. We have a very interesting, well, what we think to be a very interesting 7 rounds that are going to include questions on the band, question on people, and some audio rounds as well. Hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully it's not going to be too tricky for some of you hardcorers out there. Let's just introduce the band to you. Not on keyboards, up in the top right hand corner.
Rick. He's on the computer keyboard.
In the middle on the right, not on the drums, we've got Alec. And on the bottom right hand side, we have the Doctor of Sax, Mr. Pete Wilson. Say hello to the people. So
hello, people. Hi guys.
We're missing a couple of band members this evening. Alistair sends his apologies. This is like the bit of the meeting where people send their apologies.
It's the minutes bit, isn't it? It's the start of the minutes.
So Alistair sends his apologies that he can't be here. And we also, hopefully, we're going to be introducing you to our new member as well later on in the quiz. And I'm sure he's rocking up as quickly as he can and learning how technology works so that he can join us on the stream. So we'll see. So we're going to do our quiz in 2 parts. We're going to do, I think it's 2 rounds first. We're going to take a break so that you guys can all recharge your glasses. Important part of the stream. Then we're going to do the answers when we come back after the break and do the second half of the quiz after that. Of course, we're just playing for fun. We can't give prizes. But what we would like you guys to do is have a little bit of a chat with us in the comments. I already see a couple of comments.
We've got a couple of people already, yeah.
And you can post your scores on our in the Facebook comments so that they will be there for all time.
All time.
All time, indeed. Okay.
Alan Osborne said has said have a good gig, guys. Thank you, Alan.
It's a slightly odd gig. I am dressed for it.
Yeah.
You look wonderful. You look wonderful.
Knopfler was known for his flat beat.
The Knopfler for the night. Okay. Well, hopefully everyone is in and everyone's ready. It's a strange number of questions. We're going to be going all the way up to 37. But some of the rounds are going to have multiple answers, multiple points for one question. Okay. Hopefully, it will all add up to 50, which is should be the total amount of points. If you get all the questions right, and you get any less or any more than 50, then one of us is to blame. And I'm definitely not the cleverest, so it might be me.
Let's give a few shout outs before we start. We've got Helen. Hi, Helen. We've got Dan.
Hi, Helen.
Dan. Alex, I'm here. Shite at quizzes though. That's all right.
Counts, mate.
Everyone else, a sigh of relief.
There's a link for our PayPal at the bottom. We do take bribes. We got Northern James as well. Hi, James.
Hey.
Represented. Okay, well, it's all right. You might not be any good at quizzes, and it may turn out that we're not any good at writing quizzes. So
I think being good at quizzes is irrelevant for this quiz.
It's all just
be here. Just be here.
It's just an excuse to drink. Okay, so then sit back, put your feet up. I hope you got a glass charged. I hope your pens are charged. You got your papers ready. Eyes down. Look in for your first question. Who produced Dire Straits' first album in 1977? Everyone knows this. Who produced Dire Straits' first album in 1977? Okay. We'll move on quickly so you've not got time to Google. Question number 2. Who wrote the Carousel Waltz, which is heard at the beginning of Tunnel of Love? So that question again, who wrote the Carousel Waltz, which is heard at the beginning of Tunnel of Love?
That's a great question, that inspired question. Whoever came up with that?
Me.
I bet they'll give themselves a pat on the back when they hear that one.
That wasn't a question, by the way. Who came up with the question wasn't a question.
It's now a 38 question quiz.
Is it one of Pete's questions?
It was.
Yes, it is.
Pete question.
I'm only guessing. I'm only
you,
guessing.
You clever boy. Question 3. What was Dire Straits' entire set list at Live Aid 1985? Now, there's only 1 point available for this, so you've got to get all of the songs to be able to score the point. What was Dire Straits? Who would put apostrophe in that? What was Dire Straits' entire set list at Live Aid 1985? Do you know, if Alistair was here, there would be uproar with the position of that apostrophe. So Dire Straits' entire set list at Live Aid 1985, arguably the ultimate Live Aid.
Let's just jump in quickly, guys. If you do know the answer, the point is to keep it to yourself. A couple of you put the answers in the comments, so I appreciate the enthusiasm. But
Question number 4. In 1998, which celebrity birthday party did Dire Straits perform at? I don't think they were known as being a function band and doing birthday. But there was a significant birthday party that Dire Straits performed at in 1988. Whose birthday was it? I think they might have even had Eric Clapton on playing with them. I think. I might get chastised in the comments. I don't know. So in 1998, which celebrity party did Dire Straits perform at?
Just jump in again. No answers in the comments, please, guys. Let's keep it fun for everyone.
You know the answers are right, though.
That's true.
Might be trying to throw everyone else off, you sneaky little buggers. You.
I think he is. Sly maneuvering, Mr. Williams.
Okay. Question 5. Which Police song provided the melody for I Want My MTV, resulting in Sting getting a writing credit on Money for Nothing? So which Police song provided the melody for I Want My MTV, resulting in Sting getting a writing credit on Money for Nothing? We do believe that this is the correct history.
It's a good job we're not doing our own quiz.
Oh,
It'd be rather embarrassing.
Okay, question number 6. The song Down to the Waterline has appeared on how many Dire Straits albums? The song Down to the Waterline has appeared on how many Dire Straits albums? My wife is shouting the answers at me behind me.
Don't make me tell her off as well.
She doesn't.
Oh, come.
She doesn't get to see any of the answers. Who are you playing with? Are you playing with my mum?
I'm playing Xbox One.
Oh, you're playing Xbox.
The audacity.
Isn't that
Are we on Xbox?
the DSU?
Are we on Xbox Live?
She's on Xbox Live. Yeah. God.
No, are we on Xbox Live?
No, but we should be on Twitch, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Question number 7. Dire Straits' first big single was Sultans of Swing, but what was the B-side? Dire Straits' first big single was Sultans of Swing. What was the B-side? What a single to come out of the gate with. Cheers, everyone. Okay. For you guys who have been at the gig, you may know the answer to this question. Who had a hit in the 90s after sampling Dire Straits' Why Worry? So who had it was an R&B hit in the 90s after sampling Why Worry? And when I looked into this, there are a surprising amount of re-recordings of Why Worry. Okay, question 9.
Time to pop up the wine.
Sorry, say again.
Oh,
The wine.
Rick, is that a carafe you've got there?
Absolutely. Yes.
Welcome to Wednesday.
Question number 9. Which Dire Straits song can be heard in the film Hot Fuzz? Which Dire Straits song can be heard in the film Hot Fuzz? Are you not Judge Judy and Executioner?
Morning Angle.
Morning Angle. Nope. No.
So I've read somewhere, I don't know how true this is, but that song was put in because Shaun of the Dead, they threw a Dire Straits album vinyl at the zombie's head. They said it was rubbish.
100% true.
Yes.
Apparently Mark was quite upset by it, so this song being
So they
in
put it into
was an apology. Yeah.
And we know that we don't
Steve
want
has put.
Say again, Rick.
we know we don't want to upset.
Yeah. Steve has put yarp.
Yarp. Question 10, final question for this round. Which song was destined to feature on the Love Over Gold album, but instead was given to a female 80s icon who took it to number 26 in the UK chart in 1984? What a well-written question.
That's a big one.
Oh,
It's a long one.
that was well rehearsed. That was.
Which song was destined to feature on the Love Over Gold album, but was given to a female 80s icon who took it to number 26 in the UK charts in 1984?
It's almost as if, Dave, you've talked about that before in some sort of live gig situation.
I might have mentioned it once.
Maybe.
I do apologise to Pete for hiding him with the questions. Maybe should we
I
see?
quite enjoy it.
There we go. Well, I can't do that
Hey,
we'll do it that way. Okay, so round number 2. We're going to play you a 5 songs that have been played backwards, and you have to figure out what they are. And this is the bit of the show where we really hope that my audio is so.
try Googling this one.
Yeah, so here we go. This is so there are 5 tracks. Here we go. Oh, like, stick it around 2. So there are 5 tracks in this file, and you have to identify those 5 tracks. As I said, hopefully this will work. Are you ready? Make it so.
That sounds like we normally play it.
Does. Also sounds more Geordie backwards, I think.
That was track number 1.
Let me just jump in. Yes, Emma, you are writing your own.
Bit of a hip hop flavor there.
Yeah.
So that was track number 2. This one is track number 3.
You next guy.
It's a significant amount of fretting off in that track.
Is that a euphemism?
No, you might remember the conversation. Maybe not. That was track 3. This is track number 4. I love that. It's one of my favorites.
That is one of my favorite songs too. That is.
Deeply scary that way around there.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It's a great tune, that.
That's a tricky little one. That's track 5. Doesn't the beginning of that sound like All Along the Watchtower?
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely does.
So listen out for it next time it comes around. We're going to play all of those again. See if you can get them the second time round. Here we go. First track terrific track. Track number 1. This is track number 2. Not sure about Geordie, but it definitely sounds Elvish. That's track number 2. This is track number 3. Track number 3. This next one is track number 4. This has got some of my favorite lyrics in as well. Love it. Track number 4. This one is track number 5. Final one for this round.
You sound in pain.
All along the watchtower.
Totally.
Brilliant. Okay, so I should have put that up during it. We know.
Right, so we got a couple of interesting comments. Giles said how some of them are number 2's quite easy, but the rest of them are really difficult, which I'd agree with.
Yeah.
And Lawrence said how some of them the giveaway is Knopfler's guitar tone, which if you're enough of a nerd, you can certainly narrow it down.
Certainly the one that I had to be told was number 5. I think I picked up all of the others, and it was the guitar tone that did it on for most of them. 5 I just couldn't get. Okay, so hopefully you guys did okay. That's the end of round 2. We're next going to go on to round 3, which is the round entitled Band Members. And we're going to turn you over to Mr. Rick Bembo.
Hello all. So all these questions concern band members, either permanent or guest, for the real Dire Straits. And there's 10 questions to be had in this round. I might to ask a couple of questions. Off. So Dave, are we starting this at number?
We're starting it at number 12.
Number 12, right. So I should add that on. Okay. So everyone listening, pens ready. Here's question number 12. Apart from helping Mark Knopfler with the music, what other notable connection did Alan Clark have with the film Local Hero? What other notable connection did Alan Clark have with the film Local Hero? And it's a fantastic film if you ever get to see it. Highly recommend it. Question number, I've lost it already.
13.
13.
13. Sorry, I've got to add 11. That's all right. Number 13. Who replaced Terry Williams on drums during the Brothers in Arms recording? Who replaced Terry Williams on drums during the Brothers in Arms recording? Question number 14. Which musician links Dire Straits with King Crimson, Camel, Chris Squire, and Roger Waters? A single musician links Dire Straits with all those other bands: King Crimson, Camel, Chris Squire, and Roger Waters. Question 15. There's an awful lot of questions about drummers here, Alec. Any quizzes? The Toto drummer, Jeff Porcaro, was listed as a session musician on which Dire Straits album?
All of them, because he was an influence to everyone. Because he's a legend.
The Toto drummer, Jeff Porcaro, was listed as a session musician on which Dire Straits album? Question 16. What was the last Dire Straits album, excluding compilations, so what we call a standard Dire Straits album, that featured David Knopfler in the rhythm guitar role? So what was the last Dire Straits canonic album that featured David Knopfler in the rhythm guitar role?
Ian's just put a comment saying, "You told us the drummer at the Seven Oaks show." We did. You should know some of the answers. Not all of these will be a surprise.
To our gigs, as you later on.
Ian, thank you. You're a loyal fan. You must be.
That's it.
Okay, guys. Question 17. Which was the last Dire Straits album, excluding compilations again, to feature Pick Withers on drums? Did they get through more drummers than Spinal Tap? Which was the last Dire Straits album to feature Pick Withers on drums? Okay, I'm handing over the next question to Tristan, who's sitting next to me. Tristan, there you go. You can read question number 18, which is number 7 on my list.
Which country singer sang backing vocals on The Bug?
Once more.
Again, which country singer sang backing vocals on The Bug?
Nicely done. Nicely done.
The unbroadcastable, because his videos disappeared.
Oh, so it has. How do I get that back?
I don't know. We don't really know.
There he is.
Everyone thought my voice changed. Okay. Question number 19. Who played rhythm guitar for the 1982 Love Over Gold tour? Who played rhythm guitar on the 1982 Love Over Gold tour? Question 20. Think about this one very carefully. Which band member shares his surname with a famous soul singer, often used as the butt of a joke about ducks and microwave?
I couldn't get this one.
We will tell you the joke.
Too cryptic for me.
Who wrote this one, or do we need to guess?
Rick or Alistair would be my guess.
Which band member shares his surname with a famous soul singer, often used as the butt of a joke about ducks and microwave? And I'll tell you what, we can ask the audience to tell us the joke afterwards, once the quiz is over. And Tristan, I'm going to give to the final question.
Oh, the audio's gone now.
Come a little bit closer. There you go. Try again.
Go, Chris.
Who played the opening trumpet solo on your latest trek? Again, Who played the opening trumpet solo on your latest trick?
Okay.
Beautiful.
For the next quiz, I think each of us should have a mini me.
We're going to need a couple of years to to work on that one.
Get mascots for us.
Dave, I just wondered, is it worth just quickly running through round one ever so quickly for people who arrived a bit late? I've seen a few comments. People didn't quite make it on time. Running through 1 to 10 one more time.
Yep. Okay. No problem. Okay. So first question: who produced Dire Straits' first album in 1977? Who wrote the Carousel Waltz heard at the beginning of Tunnel of Love? That's question 2. Just give everyone enough time to write these down. So, what was the Dire Straits' entire set list at Live Aid 1985? That's question 3. And there's only 1 point available for all of the songs in the band's set list. Question 4. In 1988, which celebrity birthday party did Dire Straits perform at? Question 5. Which Police song provided the melody for I Want My MTV, resulting in Sting getting a writing credit on Money for Nothing? Question 6. Down to the Waterline has appeared on how many Dire Straits albums? Question 7. Dire Straits' first big single was Sultans of Swing. What was the B-side? Question 8. Who had a hit in the 90s after sampling Why Worry? Which Dire Straits song could be heard in Hot Fuzz? That's question 9. Question 10. Which song was destined to feature on the Love Over Gold album, but was given to a female 80s icon who took it to number 26 in the UK chart in 1984? 4. Okay, round 2 was the backwards songs. That would take a little bit too much time to go through, I think.
I think it was just the first round. It was worth redoing.
Just the first round. Yeah. Okay. So
if you weren't here for round 2, pick an album, play it backwards. You get the
idea. And write down 5 songs. Okay, so we're going to give you. How long are we going to give everyone, guys? 10 minutes?
Oh, if that.
Oh, yeah. Need that 5 minutes?
So you've got 10 minutes to
5
go
minutes.
And recharge your glasses. I know I'm going
shorter than Telegraph Road.
Just a hair.
I'm going to read a couple. We've had a few good comments come through, so let's have a look. Chris Cartwright, let's hope the virus is blown over when you visit the Hazlitt in Maidstone. Correct. I live in Maidstone, Chris. So hopefully, that was June, wasn't it? Hazlitt, I think that was selling really well. So we loved it last year. Last year was the first.
Amazing, yeah, fantastic.
That was the first show of our alchemy tour. So we were a bit nervous on that one. We're going to be just as nervous because it will probably be our first show back after all this. But we're really looking forward to the Hazlitt. So hopefully that doesn't get delayed any further. And then Chris also went on to say Chris Cartwright is in the house.
I think the Hazlitt show was also the last we played at as Dire Straits UK.
Yes, it was. Is that a question?
I don't know.
Do you know? I think it was a posed question, but it was a rejected one.
Okay. Who else we got? Steve said that the apostrophe was in the right place for question 7. Michael agreed with him.
How Alistair would miss this.
It's it's because it belongs to Dire Straits.
Write down a little bit more.
Yes, there's an awful lot of answers appearing in the live comments.
I'm filtering them out. Don't worry. I'm filtering them out. I figured out how to delete them now. So
Well, do you know, if Boris can't keep people from going out during a pandemic, we've got no chance.
So we've got a hello from Lisa in Sevenoaks. Hello, Lisa, local to me, and hello from James in Kings Hill. Oh, no way. James is about 10-15 minutes from me. Never knew that. Keith's just come through. Saw you in Stockport just as the virus was getting serious. Brilliant. I hope you mean we were brilliant, not the virus getting serious. We've got Mick and Carol in Tunbridge Wells. Hello, Mick and Carol.
Hey, I hope Mick's wearing his T-shirt.
Yeah, me too.
Because I hope he's not washed it, because then all of our signatures are going to. So Mick, you have to post yourself, post a picture of yourself playing the quiz in your T-shirt.
Yes, please.
So whilst we've got a break, a little bit of a plug. We've got next Monday, which is the 13th, we're going to do a virtual gig. We've got just under an hour's worth of footage. So that's stuff we've recorded at gigs, put to videos that you guys have recorded. Really happy with how it's come out. So that's next Monday. We've also, after the success and how much you guys enjoyed our Q&A the other day, decided we're going to do a weekly podcast for an undetermined amount of time, certainly whilst we're in isolation, just chatting about the band, about us, about Dire Straits and albums and things like that. We haven't quite settled on a format yet, but that should be out middle of next week. We'll let you know on that. And we also have a couple of videos that we're recording of a few acoustic tracks. Again, hopefully kind of week after next, we're looking to get one of those out. So lots of things in the pipeline to keep you guys going.
I have to say, I'm really looking forward to seeing this video. It's such a wonderful concept, putting together an hour's worth of concert out of concert footage that the followers have videoed. You know, it's just
it really was.
It really is wonderful.
Mick said he wants a new T-shirt.
Another one.
Yeah.
The new stock is currently being disinfected. We'll have it to you.
Actually, maybe next time we'll have it the way around. We'll provide the answers, and everyone has to provide the questions.
Oh,
like Jeopardy.
Jeopardy, yeah. Wow, cool.
I think we've got one good answer on the right-hand side already. It says, "Why I man?" So, any suggestions what the question might be, to which the answer is "Why I man?"
What was the first track on Rag Picker's Dream? I think that might have been the album. Why I man? Brilliant track. Why I man? Why I man?
What's the phrase that Dave says to himself in the mirror every time he goes on stage?
Not even
my headband.
It's the trigger word. Way a man.
Probably go along the lines of, "I'm not wearing it." That bloody headband. Do you know, I bought a red one for the Brothers in Arms tour, the Brothers in 85 tour. It doesn't fit. It's just that little bit too small.
That's one way of putting it.
I can't even lose weight to fit into it.
Okay, everybody watching us, if you feel ready to move on, write something in the comments to say that you're ready. And
say way a man.
Say why I man, yeah.
That needs to be an emoticon on Facebook. We need love. We need like. We why I man.
Would it be a picture of a
Dave.
muscly man in a white t-shirt or a white vest top?
In winter. Has to be in winter.
And a headband.
-2. Yeah.
Is ready. Emma's
We got a
ready.
couple people.
10
10
seconds.
seconds to get a pick. Fair enough. Proper job.
I actually I didn't make note of what time it was when we finished round 2 and announced a 10-minute break. So. I know we're complete amateurs at this.
Yeah. So who's doing the next round?
It's me.
We got Pete.
Yeah.
For those, I hope it's not lost on you at home, viewers, but I am wearing the new Dr. Parkinson lab coat. I'll just stand up for you.
I hope that wasn't one of the questions.
No,
Yes,
it's not. But interesting fact on this, it's actually directly from the Hubei province. Got posted to me. So let's just hope that this isn't the last time you ever see me wearing a lab coat on social media. Let's see if I get through it. I've definitely washed it, so it's okay.
I'm pretty sure you just
Pete
said
has been.
Hubei province.
I did. Well, yes.
Pete's been robbing from the NHS. That's why he's isolating.
It's going straight to Bristol Infirmary after this quiz. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not getting our PPE on eBay. At least I hope we're not.
Cool. Should we do it?
let's do this. Okay, everyone.
Are you ready for this?
Are you listening carefully? Then I'll begin. This round is about songs and love affairs, actually. So let's get cracking. Here we go. Question 22, I should say. The song Romeo and Juliet was inspired by Not for a Short Love Affair with which female singer? The song Romeo and Juliet was inspired by Not for a Short Love Affair with which female singer?
Oh, that's a really good point. We didn't mark the last round.
Oh, we didn't. We didn't.
Oh,
James, you're better at this quiz than we are.
Oh.
He's admin. Sorry, James.
Okay, let's back up then, and we'll mark.
Pause.
It was even on our screen, and we didn't pay attention.
Yeah. How do we ever get through a gig? I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Well, it's all pre-recorded, of course. Okay, so question number 1 was, let me go all the way back up to the top. Who produced Dire Straits' first album in 1977? The answer was Muff Winwood. Producer Muff Winwood. Question 2, who wrote the Carousel Waltz heard at the beginning of Tunnel of Love? It was Rodgers and Hammerstein. You don't know who Rodgers and Hammerstein are. You just
As it's just the tune heard, we can allow Richard Rodgers.
Sorry, say again.
As we only hear the tune, not the lyrics, then Richard Rodgers will also do, as he was the songwriter.
Okay.
Yes.
What was the entire, this is question 3, what was the entire Dire Straits set list at Live Aid in 1985? The answer was it's just 2 songs, Money for Nothing and Sultans of Swing. I think it was still the longest set of any of the groups. Because it was the full 11-minute Sultans of Swing. Beautiful. So that's question 3. Question 4. In 1988, which celebrity birthday party did Dire Straits perform at? With Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela.
And he was only 3.
Which police song provided the melody for I Want My MTV, resulting in Sting getting a writing credit on Money for Nothing? This is question number 5. Answer number 5 is Don't Stand So Close to Me. If you sing it in your head, you can hear it. Sing it out loud, you can hear it. Question number 6. Down to the Waterline has appeared on how many Dire Straits albums? The answer is 3. Those albums were Dire Straits, Live at the BBC, and the Money for Nothing Greatest Hits album. Question 7. Dire Straits' first big single was Sultans of Swing. The B-side was Water of Love. Question 8. Who had a hit in the 90s after sampling the song Why Worry? The artist, and I use the term loosely, was
Oh, throwing shade. Way. Come on.
Alex. Loosely.
Say the answer again, Dave.
It was Dina. Question 9. Which Dire Straits song can be heard in Hot Fuzz? It was Romeo and Juliet. Appropriately a named track because the play that two of the actors were in was Romeo and Juliet.
It's almost like they planned it.
It's just.
Is Owen trying to get into the room, by the way?
He is trying to get in, yeah.
As soon as he appears on my little broadcast thing, I'll add him. But here he is. Somebody might need help. It says his device is not connected, so it looks like he might need to manage his camera or mic settings, one of the two.
I'll pop
Okay, question number 10. So you guys can do that in our little forum. Question 10. Which song was destined to feature on Love Over Gold, but was given to a female 80s icon who took it to number 26 in the UK chart in 1984? Private Dancer, Tina Turner. The point, by the way, was only for the song. If you didn't put Tina Turner, that's okay. All we wanted was the song. The song was Private Dancer. Okay. Our backwards songs.
Dave, sorry, mate. We've got a couple of questions. Helen said, "Do we get half point for question 3?" I don't think so. Which was hey, we got Owen.
Here he is. We were quite clear. It said there was 1 point available for all of the songs, and that means both of them.
I think
also,
B-side
got
Songs of Swing, Eastbound Train.
What was the B-side to Sultans of Swing?
Eastbound Train.
Eastbound Train. And yes, Ian is holding said 7-inch single. He's got analog evidence of this, Dave.
Oh wow! So we have a conflict, do we?
I think we were wrong.
Okay. So the answer.
I've done a quick check online.
Anyone verify? Can anyone verify this?
Go verify.
I have. I've verified Wikipedia.
I'm not sure that's verifying.
And he's holding a single in his hand.
Yeah. So what was it?
Eastbound Train.
Wow, Eastbound Train. Okay.
Yeah, whose question was that?
It was mine, and I did say Water of Love when I looked it up. And
Shame. Shame.
Know your name. Okay, question. Okay, so we can move on to the backward songs, hopefully. All right, so yeah, just to confirm, question 7, then we're going to agree on Eastbound Train being the answer. I think
as it is the correct one, then yes.
Okay. Tristan, you have to take away Rick's wine as punishment.
That really is. That's punishment.
we might see a fight live online. Okay. Our 5 backward songs. I know you're all dying to hear. The first track was Espresso Love. I can hear lots of groaning going between all 20 of you playing the quiz. The second track was Brothers in Arms. That was the easy one. The third track was Lady Writer. Lady Writer. Fourth track, one of my favorite songs on Every Street, My Parties.
Yes.
Yes. And then track number 5, this one is the one that foxed me forever. It was Tunnel of Love. It was the drum.
I couldn't get that one.
I
know. That's my favorite bit, and I couldn't get it.
So used to playing it.
Lawrence said, I do think you guys should have a go at Eastbound Train at one of your shows. Maybe we should as an apology.
Yeah. Okay, so we should be ready for round number 3 now. We've done all of our answers, and we can turn the floor back to Pete.
Okay, thank you. Here we go then. So I'll repeat question 22 for us,
Sorry,
everyone.
guys, we haven't answered round 3.
Oh, we really are
Yeah, we've still got another round.
There's one more round.
Oh, of course, that was the okay. So, sorry, question 12. Apart from helping Knopfler with the music, what other notable connection did Alan Clark have to the film Local Hero? That's question 12. And the answer is Alan Clark made an appearance in the film as a piano player. Ironically, shoved him on drums. So Alan Clark made an appearance in Local Hero as a piano player. Question 13. Who replaced Terry Williams on drums during the Brothers in Arms recording? It was Omar Hakim. Do you know, in the break, we should have replaced Alec on the stream.
I've got Omar Hakim here, actually.
How's he doing at the quiz?
Not great. He got that one wrong.
He got his own question wrong.
He thought it was Animal from Muppets.
Which musician? Question 14. Which musician? The wine's kicking in. Which musician links Dire Straits with King Crimson, Camel, Chris Squire, and Roger Waters? The answer is the saxophonist Mel Collins. Toured with the band during the Love Over Gold period. So answer Mel Collins. Question 15. The Toto drummer Jeff Porcaro was listed as a session musician on which Dire Straits album, Alec?
Sorry, I was looking at someone else to put an answer in, but I was checking.
The album is On Every Street. He was listed as a session musician on Every Street. Question 16. What was the last Dire Straits album, excluding the compilations, that featured David Knopfler in the rhythm guitar role? And the answer is Communique. It's the album that I used to calibrate my studio monitors. Wonderfully, wonderfully produced album. I highly recommend it for you studio engineers. Question 17. Which was the last Dire Straits album, excluding compilations, to feature Pick Withers on drums? And that was Love Over Gold. What an album to go out on as well. Okay, slightly tricky question now. Question 18. Which country singer sang backing vocals on The Bug? And the answer was Vince Gill.
I'll be impressed if anyone got that.
Without Google.
Without Google.
Question 19. Who played rhythm guitar for the 1982 Love Over Gold tour? The answer was Hal Lindis, with arguably the worst guitar solo ever recorded. Yeah, I think it was his Nick Jonas moment in Two Young Lovers. Question 20. Which band member shares his surname with the famous soul singer who often used as the butt of a joke about ducks and microwaves? The answer was Pick Withers. And the artist that the question is referring to is Bill Withers.
Which is what you get when you put a duck in a microwave.
Bill Withers.
Indeed.
Did anyone post the joke?
Not yet.
Okay.
Now it's actually a joke.
Question 21. We have Owen. Hello.
Have we got Owen?
I see him.
He's in deepest, darkest Winchester, I think.
He's struggling with his signal at the moment.
Hey! Hello,
about.
It's the land that broadband forgot. Okay, question 21. Who played the opening trumpet solo on your latest trick? The answer was Randy Brecker. And obviously Chris White then took over everything from then on, but Randy Brecker was on the recording. Okay. Right then, back on to normal business. Pete.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. Here we go. So question 22 for the third time. The song Romeo and Juliet was inspired by Knopfler's short love affair with which female singer? Now that's a nasty one because I came up with that question and I was nowhere near that. So apologies. That's a difficult one.
I had no idea he was such a player.
Oh, player indeed. Okay, question 23. What was the occupation of the mother in Lady Writer? Sing it to yourself. Don't put it on the chat.
It would make a brilliant Monopoly question. Not Monopoly, Trivial Pursuit question. Two very different games right there.
Yeah.
Question 24. What thing connects Iberia to Whitley Bay? What thing connects Iberia to Whitley Bay? Oh, 25's coming on too quickly. I'll pause for a second. Okay.
There goes Owen.
Oh, he's gone. Has he come back?
I don't think.
Owen's struggling big time.
All right. Question 25. What is the name of the guitarist who knows all the chords but is strictly rhythm?
Owen.
I was timely moment for him to appear. One more time. What is the name of the guitarist who knows all the chords but is strictly rhythm? Always better to be strictly rhythm, I think, really, you know?
All day.
Question 26. One world and two young lovers begin the sequence of integers, but sadly it doesn't keep going. Although there is one more song with a number in its title. Name it.
Should be a capital N on name. That's my fault.
Yes.
Too much wine.
Ian, if you spot that, we apologise.
Stop at the end, yeah.
Didn't you write this question at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, though?
Something like that, yeah. 5 o'clock, I think. Anyone else find that time is just weird?
Time means nothing, yeah.
I woke up yesterday, thought it was Saturday.
I just call days now. There's no
That's it.
label, right? I'm just on day.
Woke up
Okay.
at 3:30 this morning.
Question 27. Which track on Love Over Gold happens to mention Dire Straits' original band name in its lyric? Which track on Love Over Gold happens to mention Dire Straits' original band name in its lyric? And if you've been to a show, the clue is, well, this outfit is a little bit of a clue, but we'll go no further than that.
What's your advice, Dr. P?
Question 28. Which song features the name of the album It Lives On in its lyrics, but the lyric isn't a song title? One more time. Which song features the name of the album It Lives On in its lyrics, but the lyric isn't a song title?
Brilliant question. One of the best questions in the whole quiz.
Beautifully.
Did you get it, or did you write it? You wrote it, didn't you? You smug git.
Question 29. In So Far Away, what is Mark tired of?
Writing
Oh, I'm tired of.
letters by the looks of things.
He's tired of lots of lowercase letters. Uppercase letters.
Tired of Dave patting himself on the back for every question he writes.
So it's the guy at the end of every gig who suggests that the audience write their reviews by starting with, the drum solo in Tunnel of Love was stupendous.
Stating facts, my friend.
Okay. Who did Mark duet with on the title track of the Sailing to Philadelphia album? Apologies for the A. We don't need it.
Yeah.
For the A.
It does have a capital P. So
But it does. We've done well with the place name at least. Who did Mark duet with on the title track of the Sailing to Philadelphia album?
Can we please make sure we send all the questions to Alistair for proofreading next time? We'll put all the capital letters and full stops in the right place.
Apologies to you guys in the Keystone State.
the comments have gone very quiet.
I know. Are we all just concentrating? No chat so far. Okay.
Somebody say something so we know someone's there. Otherwise, we'll stop.
It's the grammar, isn't it? We're sorry. Come back. All right. If two men say they're Jesus, how many of them must be wrong? If two men say they're Jesus, how many of them must be wrong?
Fractions are allowed.
I tried to make T-shirts of this.
Oh, hi.
You are here. Good stuff.
There.
I thought you got lost on the way to the fridge, pal. You know, when you're getting your beer. You're back.
I did wonder if some of the questions might be a little too niche, but I've been to many pub quizzes in my time, and I've probably answered as many questions as I have fingers and toes. So
you don't want to know how many that is.
Giles, thank you for noticing the correct apostrophe on Dire Straits that time.
So we just on punctuation and grammar next week. It seems to be
well, we are on Facebook.
An ellipsis is a what?
Okay. So next then is going to be the Are You Paying Attention round.
Were you paying attention even?
Were you paying attention? As I said, the wine is kicking in. And this is going to be presented by Alec.
Hello. Right.
Would you like to explain what the title means, Alec?
Yes. This means that we have at some point in our gigs either said the answers to these questions or the answer to these questions are at the gigs. One of these is going to be really easy.
No.
No, it's not. I thought you were wearing one of the answers, Dave. Okay, so there's only 5 questions in this one. So if you've been to our gigs, you may know the answer. Okay, question 1. Which single is on the Greatest Hits album because it was a #1 in Australia? Say that again. Which single is on the Greatest Hits album because it was #1 in Australia?
Can we get Dave to actually say #1 in Australia in the right voice?
Because it was #1 in Australia.
Now you know it.
Cue audience laugh.
It's all in the delivery.
Northern James knows it's my favourite. There's a little hint. Okay, number 2. What colour jacket did Dave wear on the Live Alchemy tour?
Not counting the evening he had that bad curry.
Or forgot my jacket.
Or forgot your jacket. Which case it was a floral denim number. What colour jacket did Dave wear on the Live Alchemy tour?
Do you know,
Can I just point out that was our Live Alchemy tour. He wasn't on the real Dire Straits Live Alchemy tour.
We don't need another lawsuit.
The answers to some of these questions may even be found on our website, www.direstraitstribute.co.uk.
Nice plug. Lovely plug, Dave.
Okay, number 3. Which band member is rightly considered the doctor of bassology? Dave, do you want to do the punchline?
And that's not a doctor of fish.
There you go. Which band member is rightly considered the doctor of bassology? bassology. Okay, number 35.
Oh, Pete realizes.
Why does Pete the sax player sometimes don a white coat and a clipboard? Why does the sax player Pete sometimes don a white coat and a clipboard? We said, have you been paying attention? We've said the answer about 3 times already.
Yeah, we did been paying attention in the earliest part of the quiz.
And last one for this round. What is the name of the special silver guitar with circle on the front used in songs like Romeo and Juliet and Telegraph Road? What is the name of the special silver guitar with circle on the front used in songs like Romeo and Juliet and Telegraph Road? There's 2 names it goes under. We will accept either.
Is it Trevor?
And it's the type of the guitar, not the brand.
Yes. And a 6-stringed one will not be accepted.
Or a silver one.
Or a silver one.
What sounds better, a blue guitar or a red guitar?
Tristan said a blue one.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Okay.
So, next round is another music round. We've got 5 songs, 5 intros to songs. Going to come one at a time. Just need to name the song. Sid.
Slap at the bass.
That was number 1. One of my training partners, Jenny's just joined to watch. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Jenny, do you regularly kick Alex's ass?
Right, so that was number 2, guys. That was number 2. Number 3.
We should all remember to mute our mics because it can cut into the sound for people listening.
Yeah, you did say that. Tasty.
Love that. That was number 3.
3 for days.
A minute on that. Number 4. Beautiful.
Very apt
Last
song
but
considering
not,
Rick and I are
last
on.
but not least,
Oh, well, we
number
have
5.
we do have to play. Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm not going to lie. I missed that track.
Mm,
I missed playing one.
that was a labour of love as well.
Mm.
That was a lot of hours to get that one right.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the intros round.
Play them through
Who
one more
wants to?
time.
You want to bang through them quick?
Yeah, we did the others twice through. Let's do these again as well.
Number 1. Okay, number 2. Beautiful. Number 3. Number 4.
Rick, we have to chink glasses.
Number 4. And number 5. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Good, good.
Who wants to do the next round? What's going to be Owen?
I tell you what, can we? Well, it's just a simple round, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
The Elvis round.
I can take this one. Okay, so this is another odd. Actually, no, this isn't another audio round. This is a.
This
Single
is the last round, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a single question. The final question, question 37. There's 5 marks available because there are 5 answers. Well, we think there are 5 answers. How many Elvis songs are referenced in the song Calling Elvis?
Okay, that was badly questioned. We know there's 5. We've given the answer. You have to list
Oh,
the 5 songs.
all right.
How many Elvis songs are there?
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
You get the idea.
That line is kicked in.
Name them.
Nicely done.
Secret genius. Question 37. Name the 5 Elvis songs that are referenced in the song Calling Elvis. There are 5
I'm
marks.
going to have to cut you 2 off at the bar.
It's too much.
Chink.
There you go. And again. Cheers.
Cheers. So name the 5 Elvis songs that are referenced in the song Calling Elvis. It said there are 5 marks available and there are 5 songs. With any luck, all of those questions will equal 50 points. We'll give you a couple of minutes to sing through the song. And with any luck, it may be a track that will feature in next year's On Another Night tour, which is based on the night, which is based on Every Street.
Along with Eastbound Train.
So I wonder what I wonder what could potentially screw up 2021's tour, because 20 2019 was the Alchemy tour was messed up by Dire Straits trying to sue us. 2020 Brothers in 85 was screwed up by a virus.
A global pandemic.
Global
I mean, it's got to raise up to like asteroid, maybe.
Yeah.
What, Deep Impact style or
Oh God.
Armageddon style?
Armageddon style.
Yeah, I'd much prefer Bruce Willis to be in charge.
For sure.
Steve Buscemi.
Was it? I think I've read anyway. This is on Reddit, so it's probably not true. But Ben Affleck said, "Why didn't you just teach the astronauts how to mine?" And he said, "Shut up."
Because mining's an art; it's a science. So it's obviously easier to teach people to astronaut than it is to mine.
100%.
Right. Do you think people have had chance to?
I think so. Let's rattle through some answers.
Okay.
Pete, do you want to jump on?
I'll jump on. Round 3 band members. We're going for that one. Oh no, hang on.
Yeah. Yes. Round 3 band members.
Okay. So, apart from helping Mark Knopfler with the music, what other notable connection did Alan Clark have with the film Local Hero? He made an appearance in it as the piano player. Oh, we've done that one.
We did that one. God, we're such.
So we've got the one that you read out.
The one I did. Okay, here we go then. The song Romeo and Juliet was inspired by a love affair with which female singer? That's Holly Vincent. Holly Vincent.
Oh, who's Holly Vincent, Pete?
Well, thank you for asking, Dave. Holly Vincent, as I quickly Wikipedia her name, I think she was a country and western singer, and she was a backing singer on many a thing, actually. She was like a session singer as well as her own thing. And she had a band that dwindled for a while. It wasn't very, didn't do very well, but she got an album deal or something. Oh yeah, Holly and the Italians was her band. And she was supporting the Clash and the Ramones as a backing singer. So there you go.
Oh,
pretty niche question, that actually. Be impressed if anyone got that.
Incredibly.
Okay.
Good question.
Many thanks. What was the occupation of the mother in Lady Writer? Think of the lyrics. She was a jazz singer.
Mother was a jazz singer.
Jazz singer. Answer to question 3. What connects Iberia to Whitley Bay? What thing? The answer is Spanish City. But we're also willing to allow other answers as well. Rick, to you.
Well, Spanish City, because it's Iberia. But if you wrote down Tunnel of Love, we can accept that.
Very good.
A bit of background information. 2 minutes before we went live on the quiz, we were arguing about this question.
They were, I started to panic.
Little did we know that was the least of our problems.
No.
The smooth running of this quiz.
Question 4, answer. So what is the name of the guitarist who knows all the chords but is strictly rhythm? Of course, it is Guitar George. Guitar George.
He knows all the fancy chords.
Fancy chords. Question 5.
Of which the fancy chords, by the way, is a major and a dominant 7th. Those are the two dominant. Those are the two chords that the riff plays.
Post-punk era, that they were fancy as hell. Those chords. All right. Where are we? Question 5. Yes, the interest question. So we've got One World, Two Young Lovers, another name with another song title with a number in it. Six Blade Knife should be your answer for that. Six Blade Knife.
Yeah, that was question 26.
Question 26. Question 27. Which track on Love Over Gold happens to mention Dire Straits' original band name in its lyric? Dr. P says it. And it's Brewer's Droop. Brewer's Droop.
No, the name of the answer to the question is Industrial Disease, Pete.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you're right.
Which track? But you're right.
You're right. You're right. The name of the band is Brewer's Droop. The song is Industrial Disease. Yeah. Answer question 7. Which song features the name of the album it lives on in its lyrics, but the lyric isn't a song title? The answer is Skate Away. The lyric is making movies on location.
And it's on the
There we
album.
are.
Someone
Be
guessed
impressed if
Skate
people
Away
got that one.
earlier incorrectly, so I wonder if they got it.
Okay. Come back to haunt you. Yeah. Okay. And next question. What are we? Question 29,
29.
is it? 29. In So Far Away, what is Mark tired of? And it's not to do with his small lowercase for his name title. It's to do with being in love and all alone. He's tired of being in love and all alone. Aren't we all? And
Tired of
that's
being
the
in
question 9. What did Mark duet? Sorry, who did Mark duet with on the title track of the Sailing to Philadelphia album? Is it, of course, James Taylor, the one and only James Taylor.
Yep, slight curveball because it's a Mark Knopfler solo album.
Nice trivia, Dave. Thank you. And last question of that round. If two men say they're Jesus, how many of them must be wrong? And the answer is 1.
That's just
Answer to
simple
most math
arithmetic, that
questions
is.
is 1.
Not too challenging.
It could all
Simple math.
it could just as well be logic.
Okay. Were you paying attention? Were you paying attention? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. Question 1. Which single is on the Greatest Hits album because it was #1 in Australia? Of course, it was Twisting by the Pool. Some of you who've seen us more than once know that we say it every gig. So the answer was Twisting by the Pool.
Question
Except we're not playing
32 as well.
So
In the-
also
in
32 if you want
The
to use your
grand
metric
scheme of
numbers.
things, it's question 32.
Okay, question 33. What colour jacket did Dave wear on the live Alchemy tour? And the answer was red. That was a red jacket. Question 34. Which band member is rightly considered the doctor of bassology or bassology? It's Alistair, because he plays bass.
I think if
I'm looking up the answers to this. I should know them, really.
I think if it was bassology, it would definitely be Fish. If it's
Yeah.
bassology, it's definitely the instrument.
I mean, prove me. Has he shown you that he's not a doctor of fish? Exactly.
He does know a lot of useless crap, to be fair.
Why does the sax player sometimes don a white coat and clipboard? Because he becomes Dr. Parkinson, as he has been for most of the night. Why does the sax player Pete sometimes don a white coat and clipboard? Because he plays very method.
And you know, I'm so glad that Industrial Disease is still on the current tour as well. It's an inspired choice to put that in.
And last question. What is the name of the special silver guitar with circle on the front used in songs like Romeo and Juliet and Telegraph Road? We will accept Resonator and Dobro. Resonator or Dobro. Dave, do you want to give us the last answers?
Yep, sure thing. So round 6 was the intros round. We played you 5 tracks, the intros to 5 songs. The first song was One World from Brothers in Arms. Track number 2 was Calling Elvis from On Every Street. Track number 3 was Communique, which came from Communique. Heavy Fuel, which was on Every Street. That was track number 4, Heavy Fuel. And then the final one was Once Upon a Time in the West, track 5, Once Upon a Time in the West, which I think that was from Communique as well, I believe. If I'm wrong, the comments are going to light up.
Only if you got the spelling wrong.
or the capitalization or the grammar. And that's grammar with an AR. Right, round number 7 was entitled the Elvis round. And we asked you to name the 5 songs that are referenced in the song Calling Elvis. There are 5 tracks, so there are 5 marks. Hopefully these are all correct. The first one is Heartbreak Hotel. The second is Love Me Tender. The third, Baby Don't Be Cruel. The fourth, Return to Sender. And the fifth one is probably the trickiest one. It's called it's called in brackets, Love Me, Treat Me Like a Fool. Let me leave my number, Heartbreak Hotel, Baby Love Me Tender, Baby Don't Be Cruel, Return to Sender, Treat Me Like a Fool. It's one of the verses. Genius construction. So mark your quiz out of hopefully 50 questions.
Out of an amount.
Or 50 answers at least.
Well, I think we wrote 50 questions, and considering how it's all gone, I'm pretty sure there were 50 questions included in the quiz. So post your mark.
Let us know what you've got, guys.
All of your scores, and then post them on the comments.
Joseph, yes, it is still live.
Yes.
Thank you for all the guys who have managed to make it to the end of this thing.
Yeah.
Dave, what does the winner receive, or winners? What do the winners get?
An unlimited amount of respect from Alec.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
that counts for a lot.
That is worth more than any monetary value.
Very much.
38.
Ian. Nice.
Ian.
Cool.
The brain on Ian.
Oh, good.
Nice. James, 35. Not bad.
No, I missed that one. Yeah, good.
James is suggesting we need to stay awake. Oh, Lawrence is asking why Dire Straits tried to sue us. Do you know, Lawrence, we'll go into that story in a podcast. So watch out for that.
Nice.
20's a good effort, I would say. There was some horrible questions.
James and 35.
I've got a feeling that Ian Williams is going to do well on this.
My wife.
If you're still there, tell us your score, because you were nailing it early on. Yes, you were posting your answers on the comments, but you were getting them right. So let's see how you did. So,
do you know Mick saying it was a toughie? Do you know that some of those were definitely either you know it or you don't questions.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I very quickly misread Mick's. I thought he said tough, but I got 3. But he did. He got 31. Well done.
Well, do you know, it still could have been, and he might have just not hit the shift key when he was doing it. Could well be right.
Tough, but he nailed it.
Alec, do you want to just say what we're going to be doing on Monday one more time?
Yes, for sure. So Monday we've got a virtual live gig. So just under an hour's worth of music video of us playing gigs from the last probably about 18 months. I've kind of clipped them all together, so it looks like you're at a gig is the idea. So certainly tune in for that. We want to see you dancing in your front rooms with a drink, not as much as Dave and Rick, or that much. Why not? Whatever. But yeah, certainly join us for that. And we're working on a podcast, and we've got some videos on the way as well. Ian's come back. He got 30-ish. He missed the Elvis round. Well, we're going to put this video up. So you can go back and do it. Let us know how you get on. 30-ish. You could, if 30-ish, you could be a winner.
Yeah. Well, we're going to stick the quiz up so people can do it again and again and again. So you can give it another crack.
Wonderful. I've had fun doing this. I don't know about anyone else.
Wonderful. Yeah.
So let us know if you enjoyed it in the comments. I suppose. Let us know when we're doing the podcast. Yeah, Giles, we're recording it hopefully back end of this week. So we'll give you plenty of heads up. It will be available for you to download in the future as well. So
Yeah,
What
if
time
you,
you
you're not
broadcast
around to
on
listen
YouTube?
to it.
if you like the
Uh,
Facebook page, you'll get all the notifications of when these things go up. So that would
For
be
sure.
the most ideal scenario. And thank you to all of you guys that stuck around with this. It's been an hour and a half.
Yes.
I've had a massive amount of fun. I don't know about the rest of you.
That's been great.
But this has been awesome, and it was we only did it just to have a little bit of fun, have a little bit of fun with you guys while we can't gig, and hopefully you had a great time as well.
Wonderful.
So we'll see you all on Monday. At what time, Alec?
7:30? We haven't set a time yet. 7:30 sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Let's do that.
that's-
7:30.
7:30.
There'll be an advert coming out now, actually, advertising it. So a little teaser clip for you. But we'll see everyone next week.
Share with all your friends.
Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Bye bye.
Stay safe. Stay. Bye.
Stay safe.